Alright, so finding an apartment here in New York City is going to be one of your toughest challenges. There are happy hunting stories, but they are few and far between. They are the exception, not the rule. Now, your biggest friend in this process is not going to be the broker or an insider guide, but pure and simple money. Just pure money. So if you have a lot of it, then don't worry about this information and go call a broker. Okay, now for the rest of you who are just starting out, there are some unique things you need to know about apartment hunting here in New York City. New York City apartments fall into two main categories: market rate housing and rent controlled housing. Now most likely what you're going to find is a market rate housing. It's simply apartments that have not been controlled or have been deregulated by a landlord. And most apartments that are more than $2,000 a month are usually market rate housing. Also, are buildings constructed after 1974. So the deal is going to be between you and the landlord. Have you ever wondered why you see 90-year-old women living in the top story of a 5-story walk-up? Well, here's why: rent control. Rent control is the deal of a lifetime, but it's nearly impossible to get. Of the 1 million or so rent-controlled apartments in the city that are available, only a small percentage open up and are almost always snatched up by the people on the inside. If you are searching for a rent-controlled apartment, the rent must be below $2,000 per month or the building constructed before 1974 and have 6 or more units available. Now here's the exception. Buildings that get a tax break from the city must have some rent-controlled units, so it pays to ask. If you score a rent-controlled apartment, be aware of the rules that apply and be aware of the rules that can protect you, such as the percentage that the landlord can raise the rent all the way up to $2,000. At that point, you're on your own. What is a guarantor? Guarantors are very common to New York City. They are someone who co-signs a lease and is responsible for paying the rent if you can't make the payment in full. This is usually a family member or a very close relative. Landlords ask for a guarantor if you are a high rental risk. For instance, let's say you have low income or you have a bad credit report. Now, one way to combat this is to have your employer sign a letter stating your income and then provide that to the landlord.